Good morning, Find Your Fire Tribe. A wonderful, happy Easter Monday morning to all of you. I am so happy to be here today with Petal. She's doing another session on tapping. For those of you who are new to the tribe, I'm Wendy Yoching, founder of Healing Spaces Caribbean, tribe mom of the tribe, they tell me. And every Monday we do a meditation on various aspects of energetic and healing modalities. Today, we have a third session with Petal Joseph Roberts on tapping, otherwise known as EFT. And today is a very important subject for most of us because it's tapping for self-love. If you're watching live on Facebook, we always ask that you type #live and feel free to communicate with us in the chat. I will be checking. And if you have any questions for Petal, and if you watch the replay, of course, type #, leave your feedback, your comments for us. So I'm going to hand over to our wonderful Petal. Petal, the floor is yours. Welcome and thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Easter to all. He is risen. That is our catchphrase for today. He is risen. It's all about emotional freedom technique this morning, our tapping. So as Wendy mentioned, we will be tapping today for self-love. I will share my screen just to refresh the memory of those who would have tapped with us before so that we can see where the tapping points are, and I'll go them over, review them shortly so that we are all on the same page. Yes? The first tapping point we will start with is what we call the karate chop point. It's really just the side of the hand, and you will tap there. That's where we will start. As usual, we will start with some release tapping before we do some imprint tapping, right? So we will start on the karate chop point first. Then we will move to the eyebrows, and we want to get right on the bones on in the corner of the eyes. Then we'll come to side of eye, under the eye. As usual, we do nose and chin together, here like that. Then we go to collarbone, right in the pits there, collarbone. Then we go underarm, right up in the armpits. We do wrists, and then we do top of head. Yeah? So I'll leave that slide up for reference, just in case anybody gets lost, but I will call out the tapping point before I give you the prompt that you will repeat as we tap to go along. Yes? As usual, we will start with 3 centering breaths, deep breaths in. I will count them out for you. In for 4, hold for 7, and release for 8. If you are comfortable with feet on the floor, if you want to sit in lotus, however you're comfortable, it's fine, right? It's better if you are grounded, but if you're not with the feet on the ground, that's fine. Just be comfortable. So I invite us now to take a deep breath in, and we're going to hold for 7 and release for 8. And we go in for 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. I forgot to mention that before. Let's go again. Inhale 4, hold for 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale through the mouth, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale through the lips, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so normal, regular breathing here. We're going to start on the karate chop point. Tapping lightly, and you will repeat the phrasing after me. So here we go. Even though I struggle with loving myself,
I struggle with loving myself,
I'm not really sure
I'm not really sure
where I picked up that belief.
where I picked up that belief.
It's just how I feel.
It's just how I feel.
I acknowledge that.
I acknowledge that.
I acknowledge this is a struggle I have.
I acknowledge this is a struggle I have.
Even though I struggle
Even though I
to
struggle
love myself,
to love myself,
I honor and accept myself.
I honor and accept myself.
Even though there is a part about me that I reject,
there's a part of me that I reject.
When I look at myself in the mirror,
when I look at myself in the mirror,
when I
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I find it hard to adopt self-love,
I find it hard to adopt self-love,
I accept I feel this way.
I accept that I feel this way.
All right, we shake out that first. I'm gonna do one more round of release tapping. And I know sometimes when you're saying a script because it's not a script you prepared, it might be like, that don't really apply to me. I ain't feeling that. Say it anyway. We all have those little cooties that we're not aware of. These things that come up. And I find in particular when you're doing self-love work, it's a good idea sometimes to have a journal nearby because things come up that we didn't even realize was there beneath the surface. And so in the tapping, things might come up and you mightn't even realize that you had that issue.
I have
so
Petal. Give them a moment, and anybody in the group who's watching want to grab a journal or something to write on, go
sure.
Give us a minute.
Yeah, because it would be a good time to start to document those things as they come up from the start. So if anybody wants to grab their journal, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Paper and a pen. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work too. Because some of this stuff you might want to necessarily keep. You can always destroy after today, after this morning. So loose paper and pen.
Okay. We have another person coming back on or coming in with a galaxy. So I don't know who it is.
I wonder if it's Donna.
Anthony's internet.
It's Anthony's internet. Terry? Okay.
Right?
Terry, is that you then on Galaxy? I think maybe so. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Terry.
Yeah, because she might have been having internet problems. All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Petal. I believe Amaya went to get a journal and she's back.
So we're gonna go back to the karate chop point. Second set of releasing. Even though I feel worthless inside at times.
I feel worthless inside at times.
Maybe I will never be able to love myself unconditionally.
Maybe I will never be able to love myself unconditionally.
I choose to be open.
I choose to be open
to receiving the message. That I am worthy of love.
That I am
worthy of love.
And I choose. To love myself without conditions.
To love myself without conditions.
Even though I find it hard to love myself.
Even though
Even though I find it hard
to
to love myself.
I choose to honor and accept myself anyway.
I choose to honor
I
myself
and
anyway.
accept myself anyway.
Even though in the past I haven't loved myself,
Even
Though in the past
I haven't loved
I
myself,
haven't loved myself,
I now release any blocks
I now release any block
I now release the blocks
and any resistance,
and any
and
resistance,
any resistance,
and I choose to deeply and completely
and I choose
and
to
I choose to deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept
love
myself.
and accept my.
All right, let's take a deep breath here. Shake this out, shake this out. Let's take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eyebrow point. We tap in here. Eyebrow point. It's hard to love myself.
It's hard to love myself.
Side of eye. I don't deserve to love myself.
I don't deserve to love myself.
Under eye. I can't love myself.
I can't love myself.
Nose and chin. I have too much that's wrong with me.
I have too much that's wrong with me.
Collarbone. Too many flaws.
Too many flaws.
Underarm. I just don't love myself.
I just don't love myself.
Wrist. How can I?
How can I?
Top of head. When I have so many reasons not to.
When I have so many reasons not to.
Eyebrows. Too many people have told me I'm unlovable.
Too many people have told me I'm unlovable.
Side of eye. So I believe I am.
So I believe I am.
Under eye. And I can't seem to let that go.
And I can't seem to let that go.
Nose and chin. They've made me believe I don't deserve to love myself.
They have made me believe that I don't deserve to love myself.
Collarbone. So I've held on to that belief ever since.
So I have held on to that belief ever since.
Underarm. And at times I've been hating myself.
And all the time I hate myself.
Wrists together, unable to accept myself.
Unable to accept myself.
Top of head, unable to get past my flaws.
Unable to get past my flaws.
Eyebrows. So it's easier to just not love myself.
So it is easier to just not love myself.
Side of eye. But is that how I want to live my life?
But is that how I want to live my life?
Under eye. I only get one life and one body.
I only get one life and one body.
Why shouldn't I love myself?
Why shouldn't I love myself?
Nose and chin. And if someone did make me
And if someone did make me
feel that I'm not worthy of love,
feel that I am not worthy of love,
collarbone, then they must really not love themselves too.
then they must really not love themselves too.
Underarm. Who has a right to make me feel
Who has a right to make me feel
that I'm not deserving of my own love?
that I am not deserving of my own love?
Wrist. No one does.
No one does.
So whoever
So whoever
or whatever
or whatever
made me believe I'm undeserving,
made me believe I am undeserving,
top of head, I acknowledge they are all wrong.
I acknowledge that they are all wrong.
And I'm sending them love too.
And I'm sending them some love too.
Eyebrows. I choose to release
I choose to release
all the resistance to loving myself completely.
all the resistance to loving myself completely.
Side of I know I'm worthy of my own love.
I know that I am worthy of my own love.
Under I, and I always have been.
And I always have been.
Nose and chin. I let go of any past events
I let go of any past events
which told me otherwise.
which told me otherwise.
Collarbone. I'm healing this issue.
I'm healing this issue.
Underarm. And that begins with firstly showing compassion for myself.
And that begins with firstly showing compassion for myself
Wrist. And learning to accept myself.
and learning to accept myself.
Top of head. And then learning slowly to love myself.
And then learning slowly to love myself.
All right, let's take a couple deep breaths here before we move to the imprint tapping. Let's go in, hold for 7 and exhale for 8. Inhale for 4 and in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Petal, you'll be going to the imprint tapping. What was that previous section called?
It was releasing. That's the release tapping, to release blocks, anything that we might have hanging around, working against us on this mission to better love and appreciate and accept ourselves.
There's a framing or staging section.
Yes.
There's the imprint, no, the release, what do you call it? The release section.
Release and imprint.
And
Yes. So we
now,
always start with releasing any blockages that we may be conscious or unconscious about before we tap in anything that we want to focus and meditate on.
very interesting. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Right. So this round will be our imprinting. This will be all the positive stuff that we want to now absorb and focus on. Eyebrow point. We start. I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
Side of eye. I release any blocks.
I
release any blocks.
Under eye. I am willing to learn to love myself.
I am willing to learn to love myself.
Nose and chin. I release all blocks.
I release all blocks.
Collarbone. I'm tapping today to love on myself.
I'm tapping to love on myself.
Underarm. I love myself more and more each day.
I love myself more
and more each day.
Wrist. I'm willing to love and accept myself.
I am willing to love and accept myself.
Top of head. I love the person I am.
I love the
person I am.
And the person I'm becoming.
And the person I'm becoming.
Eyebrow. I am enough.
I am enough.
Side of eye. I look after my mind, my body, and my spirit.
I look after
my mind, my body, and my spirit.
Under eye. I am worthy of a wonderful life.
I am worthy of a wonderful life.
Nose and chin. I accept myself in spite of all my imperfections.
and I accept myself
myself
in spite of
with
all my
all my imperfections.
Collarbone. I fully embrace all parts of me.
I fully embrace all parts of me.
Underarm. I am worthy of unconditional love.
I am worthy
I
of
am worthy
unconditional
of
love.
unconditional love.
Wrist. I am loving,
I am loving,
Loving
loved, and lovable.
loved, and
and
lovable.
loving.
Top of head. I deserve all the good life has in store for me.
I
I
deserve
deserve
all
all the good life has in store for me.
that life has in store.
Eyebrow. I give myself the freedom
I give
I give
myself the freedom
myself the freedom
to be all that I can be.
to be all
to
that
be all that I can be.
Side of eye. I am free to be truly me.
I am
free
free to
truly
be truly me.
Under eye. And I love myself completely and fully.
and I love
And I love
myself
myself
completely and fully.
completely and
Nose
fully.
and chin. I am grateful
I am grateful
I'm grateful
that I am working on healing myself
that I'm
that
working
I am working on healing myself
and loving myself unconditionally.
and loving myself
and loving
unconditionally.
myself unconditionally.
Collarbone. I am open to giving
I am open
I
to
am
giving
open to giving
and receiving unconditional love.
receiving
and receiving unconditional love.
love.
Underarm. I am deserving of divine unconditional love.
I am deserving of divine
Unconditional
unconditional
love.
love.
Wrist. I am worthy of divine and unconditional love.
I am worthy
I
of divine
am worthy of
unconditional love.
divine and unconditional love.
Top of head. God is love.
God is love.
All that God is, I am.
All that
All that God is,
I am.
I am.
Okay. And we're going to end a little differently this morning. We will take a deep breath in, and on the release, we will say Om. So we just get a little vibration tingling going here and the end of the self-love.
May
Yes,
I
Mama.
suggest you stop sharing your screen so we can om together?
Okay, no problem.
Yes, that sounds more better.
Right. So we'll do seven Oms. If you want, you can close your eyes. If you want to place your hands over your chest, your heart chakra, it's all welcome. Yeah. So deep breath in, and on the release, we go Om. First breath in, here we go. Last one. I give thanks to the universe, to the great spirit, to the ancestors, to the archangels, the angels, all our guardians, all those who have joined us on Facebook, live in our Zoom room. I give thanks to you all this morning, your energy and your vibrations. Let's keep it high as we radiate divine love to ourselves and to each and every one. Ask, I accept, I allow, God becomes, and so it is. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Petal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're most welcome.
You again a super job.
Wonderful. So Petal, on behalf of all of us who are here live on Zoom and those catching it on Facebook, thank you for another wonderful tapping session. Very special one, self-love.
I think this one was my favorite. I have goosebumps this morning.
Yeah, many, many blessings. We're so grateful. Thank you.